successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the Rams getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Breeze now. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
we go. Hey, easy. Four down. Ready.
Breeze now on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for L.A. .45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Leopard! Over!
They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Easy.
Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On second down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Get set, get set. Over.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Cannon, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
We got three, fellas. Ready. Now we're waiting.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And the Rams now coming out.
The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Good set.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the carry, it's Cannon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, here we go.
They go again with Cannon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Breeze to throw on second down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He's got Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Evans has it left side. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check. Got it. Check. 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Elliott. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it across.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready? You ready? 21, 21.
One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most